Pokémon GO is a hit. I see people playing it everywhere I go. But thanks to that, some weird stuff has happened. Today, GameRanks brings you 10 crazy things that only happened thanks to Pokémon GO. Number 10, some teens in Missouri are actually using Pokémon GO in order to rob people. Now that's a dick move. Apparently they put down lures in areas where people wouldn't see a robbery happen, waited for people to walk in, and mugged them. Essentially, they believed people to be so distracted by the game that they would find these Pokemon, walk into the secluded area, and it wouldn't be that terribly tough to rob them. But apparently it's not too hard to get caught when you're using a game that tracks your position at all times in order to do your robberies. Now that's not why they were caught. They were actually caught because police followed them around doing this. But still, if they were a little more covert about it, they were still using an app that tracks your location. Doi. Number 9, the Holocaust Museum in Washington has put out a request. Please stop playing Pokémon GO here. Now, it's a little bit understandable. The museum's communications director, Andrew Hollinger, said, "Playing the game is not appropriate in the museum, which is a memorial to the victims of Nazis." Nazis aren't nice. Nobody likes Nazis. I don't like Nazis. And people are playing Pokémon GO non-stop and showing up just about everywhere in order to play it. For people who don't play it, city landmarks are known as Pokéstops. In other words, the places with the best Pokemon. It's not just the Holocaust Museum either. Apparently people are catching a fair amount of Pokemon at the September 11th memorial, which, I mean, come on. Number 8, you see a lot of stuff about cops that, well, I wouldn't call savory. And it's nice to see people on Reddit posting things like, "The cops were playing Pokémon GO with us last night." So I will say, big thank you to Cody E36. What's happening in this picture is lovely. Number 7, a person found a Pikachu on their brother's grave. This person's brother was an extremely big fan of Pokemon. His grave has a Pikachu on it. And when this person went to go visit their brother's grave, I'm guessing they're a Pokemon fan as well because they turned on Pokémon GO. And guess who was there? Pikachu. Clearly his brother's favorite Pokemon was there in an unintentional but yet very fitting tribute to his brother. Number 6, the internet lost their shit when they found out somebody was playing Pokemon GO with a drone. You see, Pokemon GO makes you go outside and walk around and interact with the world in order to catch Pokemon. There's no way to play it from your couch. Or so we thought. A user by the name of Hyperion995 posted some images of his drone setup. He asked the internet, "Is this cheating?" To which everyone replied, "Yes, it's cheating, stop doing this now." Number 5, professional Pokemon GO trainers are now advertising on Craigslist. Here's one of those ads by somebody going by the name of Gobat-chan. But it's not just trainers that are showing up on Craigslist, they're also showing up in the misconnections area. Although the ads are very amusing. "You gotcha'd my heart with your Pokeball." Literally sounds like a bad line out of a 303 song from several years ago. Number 4, a teenager came across a dead body in a river while playing Pokémon GO, and to my knowledge did not attempt to capture it. Sorry, I had to say it. She called the police, who showed up very quickly and determined the body had not even been there for 24 hours, but couldn't determine whether they'd been murdered or it was a suicide. There's no word yet on whether 19-year-old Shayla Wiggins is still playing the game, but I mean, what are the chances of finding another dead body? Pretty low. Number 3, a Pokémon GO addict was out playing the game when he asked somebody else if they wanted to battle, who then turned around and simply stabbed him in the shoulder. Now that sounds like the story, but that's not the story. The story is he didn't decide that he needed treatment right away. He continued playing Pokémon GO with a stab wound for a day. He did not get treated until the next day. When he went in for treatment, he got 8 stitches. That's not an insignificant knife wound. I mean, luckily it wasn't a gun. That would be a dead person. Number 2, a Pokémon GO player didn't just catch them all, he also caught somebody vandalizing a Chinese restaurant at 2 a.m., called 911, and police caught the perp. Guy was just randomly throwing rocks through the windows of a Chinese restaurant, which, you know, really cool. And although, like, it's kinda weird to be out at 2 a.m. catching Pokemon, it's much weirder to be out at 2 a.m. throwing rocks through restaurant windows. It turns out the man had been throwing rocks through several Asian-owned businesses in the area over the last few weeks, so good job, Michael Andrande of Eugene, Oregon. You caught yourself a racist, or at least a likely one. And finally, number 1, and this is not entirely cool, A husband was playing Pokémon GO while his wife was in labor. Now, labor isn't something that happens immediately, it often takes a long time, and husbands often play on their phones while it's happening, but it's just kinda weird to publish an image from it. I mean, he got a Pidgey out of the deal, and his wife apparently supports his Pokémon lifestyle. He said as much in a comment on the picture, and that she drew the line at him wandering around the hospital searching for more, at least until the baby is out. Dude, like, this doesn't make you a bad person, but holy crap, there's a time and a place, and it's not while your wife is having your kid.